Hey, Author Nation, you are probably selling your books through Amazon or maybe Ingram Spark or Lulu, especially if you're self-published. But what if you could reach more readers? What if you could sell your books through other distribution channels and get a wider reach? That's what today's video is about. I'm going to talk about expanded distribution networks and how they can help you, whether you're a traditionally published author or a self-published author, get your books into more hands. I'm going to give you 5 examples. Number 1, additional retailers. So you've got it on Amazon or maybe an Ingram Spark, but what if you could include other retailers such as independent bookstores or specialty retailers? What if you sold a book about fishing and you sold it in a store that sold fishing tackle, not just in a bookstore? Or other niche outlets like gift shops, wherever it makes sense for you. So don't just think about selling your book at a traditional bookstore or on Amazon or through Ingram Spark. Think about those additional retailers that you can go to, that you can have partnerships with to sell more books. Start local and then expand out. Libraries and other institutions like that. So distribution to libraries is a really important component of expanded distribution networks. If you can get your book into a library, then you can get a lot more eyes on your book. And it's true, it doesn't mean they're buying it, but it means the library has validated it. And some people will take a book out of the library and like it so much they'll buy it. So think about how you could get your book into libraries. There are there are wholesalers and distributors that help authors get their books into libraries. So that would be my next suggestion for you. Number 3, international book distribution. If you're on Ingram Spark or if you're on Amazon, you might, and you have to look into this, but you might be limited geographically. The other day, I was talking to an author from the United States, and they were selling their book in the United States, and I'm in Canada, and I couldn't find it on Amazon.ca. And so it's like, okay, you have a whole other market here you could be selling your book to. So think about those international markets. And you can create partnerships with international retailers, with distributors and online platforms to make sure your book gets into other countries and other regions. All right, next, specialized book distribution services. So there are book distribution services that only work with certain niches. For example, there are distribution services that focus on religious books or academic books or children's books. There's even a specialized distribution service for coloring books. So look to see if there is a specialized distribution service for your book, your topic, your niche, because if there is, that can be an excellent way to get your book into new hands. And finally, institutional book sales, whether it's schools or universities or governments or corporations. This is a great way to sell your book in bulk. And this is a fabulous expanded distribution network. So institutions may buy books for courses or personal development or other purposes. So think about who might want to buy 100 of your books, not just think about who might buy one of your books. So those are 5 ideas for you on the expanded distribution network. There are more ideas, but I didn't want to overwhelm you and give you so many. So I wanted to give you 5. And again, you don't have to be traditionally published to use these networks. They offer all authors the opportunity to reach new readers through these channels. So leverage these networks. Increase your visibility, increase the availability of your book, connect with a wider audience, and ultimately this will expand your readership. All right, what are you going to do now? I have 3 action items for you to give a try to get started in this. Number 1, explore independent bookstores near you. Research and make a list of local bookstores and then go visit them. Introduce yourself. Inquire about collaboration. See if you can put your book, see if they have a local author section and maybe you can put your book on their shelves. It might be for consignment, maybe not. Propose book signings, propose readings, and make sure they understand the benefit of working with you. Let them know that you're going to put work in as well. You're not just handing them books and expecting them to sell it, but you are a partner. And then from there, if you do well there, you have proof that you can do well and you can move out to other bookstores. So, number two, optimize for libraries. Ensure your book is readily available for libraries to purchase. How do you do that? Check with the publishing option you're already using. So if you're already using Ingram Spark, go check to make sure your book is in the lists for library catalogs and collections. If it's not, get it on the list. And if your publishing house doesn't have one, then you can do some research on how you can get your book into libraries. And I'm going to say, start with your local library. You know how a lot of libraries buy books? Local people send in requests. My local library, they have a special page. Send in your requests. If they get enough requests for a book, they'll go buy it. Get a bunch of people interested in your book locally and get them to send in requests for the library to buy your book. Then your book is in the library and it's getting a wider audience. Finally, target niche retailers. So identify niche retailers that cater to your book's target audience and your subject. You could research these specialty stores, boutiques, online platforms. They have themes that match the genre of your book. Again, a book on fishing, sell it with fishing tackle. A book about soccer, sell it where they sell soccer shoes. So think about how you can put those together. Reach out to these retailers, have a personalized pitch. Don't just, here's books, you should sell them, but have a personalized pitch, make it a partnership, highlight how your book complements their inventory, highlight how it appeals to their customer base, make note that you only need a small space for, 3 to 5 books, and you can bring more if they sell them. So you don't need a lot of inventory space for this, and make it a partnership. That's what people want from you. So be proactive and find ways to get your book into new places, an expanded distribution network so that you can expand your readership. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video today. I hope you'll go and try at least one of the things I suggest you do. And if this has been valuable, I'd love a thumbs up and a comment. Thanks so much.